Hello and welcome to Good Life, the health show with me, Pooja. Well, viewers, a viral fever can cause a person to feel a fatigue, irritable and achy. Additional symptoms may vary based on the virus causing the underlying diseases. And if we talk about the children, so to discuss on this, we are being joined by Dr. Nayanmoni Deka, Pediatrician from Pratiksha Hospital. So not to waste any more time, I'll straight away move to him and talk more on the topic that is viral fever in children. Thank you so much, Dr. Nayanmoni Deka, for joining to Good Life, the health show today. Now, my first question to you would be, we have been seeing these days that increasing number of viral fever is being seen in children specifically these days. So what would be the cause and what do you have to say on this?
Yes. Good evening. Thank you, Pooja, for inviting me into this important to discuss this important topic, this viral fever, which is going on right now in pan India in a very bigger way. Because if you see in last year also, what we have seen that COVID was there, but at that time there was some lockdown. But in this current year, because of this lockdown has been reduced to very minimal level, and after that post monsoon season we are getting lots of cases of viral fever, basically from all parts of the Assam, and not only from Assam, all over from India. Everybody, all of our colleagues are reported that they are getting lots of cases of viral fever.
Okay.
It's mainly because this movement is not being restricted nowadays. And this post-monsoon, like other viruses like influenza viruses, influenza A, influenza B virus, para-influenza virus and this respiratory syncytial virus are the commonest cause of this epidemic, this viral infection right now going on throughout India.
Absolutely correctly mentioned there, doctor, because at this time people are going out for their necessary work and things to be done. So if we talk about children, their schools are closed, the children haven't has to go so much out. But if we talk about their infection, the viral infection which we are talking now, are they basically infected from the elderly people or the elder ones who are at home, who are going out for their job?
Yes. Yes. Although schools are being closed right now, but thing is that outdoor movements and outdoor activities are still going on, and it's not like that all children remain in their home,
right.
But they are moving here and there. Some used to roam here and there, and adults also they are going to their works, and adults acquiring the infection and they are transmitting the disease to the younger one or their other people. So that's why it's not only related to school only, because other activities are still going on. Those
okay.
are the main causes of carrying the infection to the children, and we are getting lots of cases of viral fever, viral infection, viral upper respiratory tract infection, lower respiratory tract infection in children nowadays.
Absolutely. Doctor, we have a caller at this point in time. Let's take the call and then we'll proceed with the conversation. Hello.
Hello, Bhaja, namaskar.
আমি শুনি আছো আপনার প্রশ্নটো কৰিব
প্ৰশ্নটো বাইদেউ আপোনাৰ তাৰমানে মই আপোনাৰ বাবু এটা আছে আপোনাৰ 3 বছৰ হৈছে তেওঁ তাৰমানে আপোনাৰ জ্বৰ বহুত জ্বৰ হয় তাৰমানে মাজে মাজে জ্বৰ হৈ থাকে আৰু আপোনাৰ কি হয় চকু নাকেদি খুব পানী ওলাই জ্বৰটো মাথাত আপোনাৰ বেছিকৈ থাকে ভৰি পিনে ঠাণ্ডা থাকে স্যাৰ আৰু চকু নাকেদি খুব পানী ওলাই আৰু বাবুটো ৰঙা পৰি যায় আৰু জ্বৰটো এনেকুৱা হয় সিদিনা ৰাতি আপোনাৰ দাঁত লাগি গৈছে চকু একদম পাতি দিছে আকৌ লাগি কিনে আপোনাৰ মাতবোৰ নাইকিয়া হৈ গৈছিল তাৰপিছত মালিচ কৰিলে এনেকে তেওঁ ভাল পালে আৰু সঘনাই মানে হৈ থাকে স্যাৰ আপোনাৰ প্ৰায় আপোনাৰ পেৰাচিটামল 250 এনেকে খুৱাইছিলোঁ সেইটো খোৱাৰ পিছত আপোনাৰ জ্বৰটো তাৰমানে সেই 2 ঘণ্টামান কমি থাকে স্যাৰ তাৰপিছত আপোনাৰ আকৌ তাৰমানে জ্বৰটো আহি যায় আৰু লগত চৰ্দি থাকে স্যাৰ জ্বৰ চৰ্দি কাহ গোটেইখিনি হয় তাৰমানে প্ৰায় হৈয়ে থাকে তাৰমানে স্যাৰ এমাহ যদি ভালে থাকে এমাহ পিছত আপোনাৰ আৰু হয় তাৰমানে সেইকাৰণে মইতো পৰামৰ্শটো আপোনাৰ পৰা মইতো জানিব
এতিয়া কাৰেণ্ট সিচুৱেশ্যন থ্যাংক ইউ ভাল কোৱেশ্যন কৰিছে এতিয়া কাৰেণ্টলি আমি সেইটোৱে ডিছকাশ্যন কৰি আছোঁ যে কাৰেণ্টলি এতিয়া খুব ভাইৰেল ফিভাৰৰ খুব এপিডেমিক চলে যেনেকুৱা কোভিডৰ আপোনালোকে পেণ্ডেমিক শুনিছিলে এতিয়া ভাইৰেল ফিভাৰৰ এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ খুব ৰেম্পেণ্টলি হৈ আছে মষ্ট অফ দ্য চিলড্ৰেন আৰ এফেক্টেড মেক্সিমাম চিলড্ৰেন এফেক্টেড হৈছে ছেকেণ্ডলি কিছুমান শিশুৰ ৰিপিটেডলি ইনফেকশ্যন হোৱাও দেখা গৈছে থাৰ্ডলি কেতিয়াবা কি হয় কিছুমান শিশুৱে বছৰত খুব ঘনাই ঘনাই ইনফেকশ্যন হয় যেনেকৈ আপোনাৰ শিশুটিৰ হৈছে সেইটো নৰ্মেলি কি দেখা যায় যে আপ টু 5 ইয়াৰ্ছলৈকে বছৰত এটলিষ্ট মিনিমাম 5 to 6 টাইমছ মান উশাহৰ ইনফেকশ্যন হোৱা দেখা যায় নৰ্মেল শিশু এটাৰ কিন্তু কেতিয়াবা কি হয় কিছুমান শিশুৰ কিছুমান ডেফিচিয়েঞ্চি থাকে যেনেকুৱা ধৰক কেতিয়াবা যদি শিশুটোৰ হিমোগ্লোবিনৰ পৰিমাণটো কম থাকে আইৰণ ডেফিচিয়েঞ্চি থাকে ভিটামিন ডি ডেফিচিয়েঞ্চি থাকে নিউট্ৰিশ্যনেলি যদি বা শিশুটি যদি বেলেঞ্চ ডায়েট এটা নাখায় যদি নিউট্ৰিশ্যনেলি যদি শিশুটি এটা ভাল সুষম আহাৰ নোপোৱাৰ কাৰণে শিশুটি যদি নিউট্ৰিশ্যনত পুষ্টিহীনতাত ভুগি আছে তেতিয়াহ'লেও নৰ্মেল হোৱাতকৈ বেছি ধৰণৰ ইনফেকশ্যন হোৱা দেখা যায় বা খুব সঘনাই হোৱা ইনফেকশ্যন দেখা যায় গতিকে এই ক্ষেত্ৰত আপোনাৰ শিশুটো যদি খুব ঘনাই হৈ আছে বছৰত যদি 6 to 8 টাইমছতকৈ বেছি হৈছে ডেফিনেটলি আপোনাৰ শিশুটিৰ কিছুমান ৰুটিন ইনভেষ্টিগেশ্যন কিছুমান কৰিব লাগিব পাৰে ডেফিনেটলি শিশু পেৰাচিটামল খালে বা এনেকুৱা খালে জ্বৰটো কমি যাব কিন্তু ৰিপিটেডলি যদি হৈ আছে আপোনাৰ অকণমান ইভালুৱেশ্যন লাগিব পাৰে আমি সেই বিষয়ে পিছত আমি লাগিলে আমি চাই দিব পৰা ব্যৱস্থা আছে যিখিনি পৰীক্ষা পাতি কৰিব লাগে সেইমতে আপোনাক কৰি দিব পৰা যাব
স্যার আর আপনার স্যার মানে চকু আর সর্দিটো লাগিলে স্যার চকু নাকেদি সমানে পানী ওলায় আৰু একেবাৰে বাবুটো ৰঙা পৰি যায় আৰু যতটো তাৰমানে বহুত থাকে
হয় হয় ভাইৰেল ফিভাৰত ইনফ্লুৱেঞ্জা আমি যিটো ইনফ্লুৱেঞ্জা সিজনেল যিটো হয়
হয় স্যার
হয় ইনফ্লুৱেঞ্জা যিটো সিজনেল ইনফ্লুৱেঞ্জা চলি আছে তাত চৰ্দি 5 to 7 ডেজলৈকে চৰ্দি থাকিব কিন্তু কিছুমান শিশুৰ কি হয় লগত কিছুমান এলাৰ্জিক কম্পনেণ্ট এটা থাকে এলাৰ্জিক ৰাইনাইটিছ বুলি কয় তেনেকুৱা হ'লে ইউজুৱেলি চৰ্দিটো দীঘলীয়া হয় কেতিয়াবা 7 ডেজত যিটো চৰ্দি কমিব লাগিছিলে কেতিয়াবা এইটো 14 ডেজ কেতিয়াবা 3 সপ্তাহ 4 সপ্তাহলৈকে থাকে তেতিয়াহ'লে আকৌ অলপ মেনেজমেণ্ট অলপ বেলেগ ধৰণৰ হৈ যায় সেইটো গোটেইখিনি বস্তু ফোনত ডিছকাছ কৰিব পৰা নাযাব আমি সেই বিষয়ে পিছত কথা পাতি ল'ব পাৰিম হয়
হয় স্যার আৰু এতিয়া মানে একো নাখায় স্যার কিবা আপুনি এনে স্যার কি ঔষধ ভিটামিন এটা কিবা এনে পৰামৰ্শ দিব পাৰিব নেকি ঔষধ তাৰমানে একো জ্বৰ হ'লে তো নাখায় স্যার এতিয়া তাৰমানে একো খাব নোখোজে জিভাখন তিতা বুলি কয় স্যার এটা আপুনি যদি কিবা এটা ঔষধ এনে
শিশুসকলৰ
হয়
মাল্টিভিটামিন খুৱাব পাৰে ডেফিনেটলি খুৱাব পাৰে জিংকোভিট চিৰাপ আছে মালমিন চিৰাপ আছে 1 চামুচকৈ দিনে এবাৰকৈ খুৱাব পাৰে আৰু শিশুত বেমাৰৰ সময়ত শিশুসকলৰ কি হয় এপেটাইটটো কমি যায় লিকুইড বস্তু বেছিকৈ খায় সলিড বস্তু ইমান নাখায় সেইটো নৰ্মেল হৈছে এইটো নৰ্মেল আমাৰ ভাইৰেল ফিভাৰৰ লক্ষণ বা এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ চিমটমছবিলাকত এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ পোৱা যায় গতিকে যদি নৰ্মেল অৱস্থাটো আপোনাৰ শিশুটি ভালকৈ নাখায় বা তাৰ গ্ৰোথৰ হেৰিখিনি ঠিকমতে আছেনে নাই সেইখিনি চাব লাগিব গ্ৰোথটো ঠিকমতে হৈছেনে নাই ৱেইট গেইন ঠিকমতে হৈছেনে নাই নৰ্মেল আমাৰ ৰেঞ্জত ৱেইট হাইট গোটেইখিনি বস্তু আছেনে নাই ইভালুৱেট কৰিব লাগিব নোখোৱাটো মেক্সিমাম শিশুৱে নাখায় অভিভাৱকৰ মতে মেক্সিমাম শিশুৱে নাখায় কিন্তু নোখোৱাৰ লেভেলটো কেনেকুৱা আমাৰ মতে খাইছেনে খোৱা নাই তাৰ গ্ৰোথটো ঠিকমতে হৈছেনে নাই সেইখিনি বস্তু ডেফিনেটলি আমি চাব লাগিব তাৰপিছতে এক্সেক্টলি ক'ব পৰা যাব যে সঁচাকৈ আপোনাৰ শিশুটি কিবা পুষ্টিহীনতাত ভুগিছে নে এনেই শিশুটি খাব মন কৰা নাই নে সঁচাকৈ এটা কিবা ৰিকুৱাৰমেণ্ট আছে সেইখিনি বস্তু আমি চাই পেলাই ডিচাইড কৰিব পৰা যাব হয়
All right, thank you so much for calling at this point in time. And viewers, our numbers are flashed on your television screens. So if you have any queries regarding the topic that is a viral fever in children, we are having a fruitful discussion at this point in time with Dr. Nayanmoni Deka, pediatrician from Pediatrician Hospital. So if you have any queries, do join us at this point in time through calls. Numbers are flashed and please call up and ask your queries at this point in time. Right, doctor, coming back to you again. Now, increasing number of viral fever is being seen in children these days. Now, if we talk about the fever which comes again and again, what is the reason behind it? Will the parents have to take a lot of care on that context?
Yes, it is seen that this viral fever, the maximum it might remain up to 7 to 10 days. And if the nutrition, everything is fine, child is nutritionally good, there is no deficiency, so within 3 to 5 days usually it used to subside. But if it persists beyond 7 days or beyond 5 to 7 days, then we might need to see some complications of this viral fever, because sometimes what happens, associated pneumonia might happen along with viral fever. So those things need to be looked for. In that case, child will become very sick and child will be having some hurried respiration, breathing rate will be high. There will be child will be lethargic, high grade fever, persistent high grade fever will be continued. So those are some ominous signs in which in those situations we need to the parents need to consult a doctor. Otherwise, in normal viral fever, in first 2 to 3 days, they can well be managed at home by giving adequate amount of medicines like paracetamol, and this good hydration is very important. Oral rehydration solution, ORS, that is very important. Hydration part is very important. If they are well hydrated, and if in the interfebrile period, that is in between the fever episode, if the child is absolutely fine, then there is no need for any panic among the parents.
All right. Now, doctor, what we see in adults that if they have any kind of like nasal problem or if they have a cold and cough and fever, so they try to get themselves cured by doing some home remedies as well. Now, if we talk about the children, if they are infected with viral fever, they also have infection of a cold, nose blockage. So, but children are very hard to tackle because they don't easily take all those medicines which is being prescribed by doctors, is it being given on that point in time. So how difficult and how easy one can make to give children those medicines? And is there any other procedures, like if any supplements have to be given, so how that can be given?
Yeah. Thing is that viral fever is a self-limiting disease. We all should know. That is the number one point. It's a self-limiting disease. It will otherwise go within 5 to 7 days. The mere presence of fever doesn't go need for indication of giving some other these medicines like antibiotics and all. But fever will come and go like that. And low grade fever, you no need to treat if it is fever is less than 101 degree. No need to treat because fever is a protective mechanism by which body is trying to fight against the virus. So it is a protective mechanism. So that's why we no need to treat the low grade fever. If the fever is more, it is more than 101 or more than 102. In that situation, the child might be having some discomfort, or he might be having some lethargy, or there might be some one previous caller, he was telling about there was some seizure-like episode. So those might happen in high-grade fever. So that fever need to be controlled with adequate amount of paracetamol and sometimes tepid sponging of whole body and keeping the baby in a very cool and calm environment. So that and giving the adequate amount of fluid. Sometimes some children doesn't want to take fluid. Sometimes they don't want to take medicines. In certain situations, we might need to get the we will need to admit the child in a hospital setup, and within 2 to 3 days the child will be fine.
All right, doctor, we'll proceed with the conversation, but right now we'll have to take a break. All right, viewers, we'll slip into a short break, but do come back soon because we have lots more on the other side. Welcome back, viewers. You're still watching Good Life, the health show with me, Pooja, and we are having a fruitful discussion on the topic of viral fever in children with Dr. Nayanmoni Deka. All right, doctor, coming back to you again, we are having a fruitful discussion at this point in time. We also got to know about at what period of time that medicines has to be given to children. If it is only 100 or 101, one has to take a proper care. That is enough. But if it goes beyond that, so that has to be taken care of and has to see a doctor if that is recommended, isn't it? Now, doctor, if I would like to ask you that how do one person will know that if the fever is a viral or a bacterial? Is there a difference between these two?
Yes. So thing is that viral fever, whatever we are seeing, the epidemic, viral fever used to come in an epidemic form. That is at a very small period of time, in a particular duration, most of the maximum children will be affected. That is a typical history of viral infection. So suppose one family member is infected, all of the family members will be infected. In a school, all the school children will be infected. That is a typical history of the viral fever. And typical history is that along with the fever, there will be cough and there is cold, coryza-like symptoms. But in case of bacterial infection, it's not like that. It will come in a sporadic way. That means all family members will not be affected.
Okay.
And secondly, in viral fever, child will not be so much sick. But in case of bacterial infections, a bacterial fever or something like that, child will be very sick.
Okay.
And in between the fever period also, child will be very sick. But what typical history is in viral fever, in between the fever episodes, child will be absolutely fine. So that is a typical history. Those things are very important.
All right. So this is some of the differences between a viral and bacterial. All right, doctor, we have a caller at this point in time. Let's take the call. Hello.
Hello. আপোনালোকৰ অনুষ্ঠানটো মই চাই আছো মোৰ পেশেন্টটা আসলে সাধাৰণতে আমি কি হয় সৰু শিশুবিলাকক তেওঁলোকক আমি জ্বৰ হলে যেতিয়া 100 হয় জ্বৰটো তেতিয়া বহুতে কয় যে 100তকৈ ওপৰ যেতিয়া হয় তেতিয়াহে মেডিচিনটো দিব লাগে এতিয়া মোৰ পেশেন্টটো হৈছে সাপোজ আমি 98 or 100 ইমান মানতটো আমি গম পাওঁ যে শিশুটোৰ জ্বৰটো উঠিছে মোৰ যিহেতু দুটা শিশু আছে ল'ৰা শিশু সিহঁতক মই সাধাৰণতে জ্বৰটো 100 হোৱাৰ লগে লগে মেডিচিনটো দিওঁ মানে এইটো ঠিকেই এই চিষ্টেমটো ঠিকেই আছে নে আমি জ্বৰটো চাব লাগে অলপ টাইম যে জ্বৰটো হৈছে নে নাই সদায় এই বস্তুটো স্পেচিয়েল কনফিউজন এটা থাকে এইটো যদি অকণমান ক'লেহেঁতেন আপোনালোকে
আচ্ছা কনফিউজন খুব ভাল কুৱেশ্যন কৰিছে প্ৰথম কথা হৈছে ফিভাৰটো এটা ডিজিজ নহয় ফিভাৰ ইজ এ চিমটম অফ এ ডিজিজ চ' তো আপুনি চিমটমছটো ট্ৰিটমেণ্ট কৰিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিব নালাগে প্ৰথম কথা আমি ডিজিজটো ট্ৰিটমেণ্ট কৰিব লাগে চিমটমছটো কি ফিভাৰ হৈছে কিহৰ কাৰণে যে বডিত কিছুমান ৰিয়েকশ্যন চলি আছে যাৰ কাৰণে বডিয়ে ফাইট কৰি আছে এগেইনষ্ট দ্য পেথোজেন্স বা বেক্টেৰিয়া ভাইৰাছ চামথিং লাইক দেট চ' গোটেই যদি ফিভাৰটো হৈছে মানে বডিৰ মানে ইণ্টাৰনেল টেম্পাৰেচাৰটো বঢ়াই পেলাই বডিয়ে কি কৰিছে বেক্টেৰিয়া বা ভাইৰাছটো কিল কৰিবলৈ চাই আছে মাৰিবলৈ চাই আছে গতিকে এই ক্ষেত্ৰত খুব ল' গ্ৰেড ফিভাৰ যদি আপুনি মেডিচিনটো লগে লগে দি দিয়ে তেতিয়াহ'লে হয়তো অকণ প্ৰব্লেম হ'ব পাৰে হয়তো বডিৰ যিটো ডিফেন্স নৰ্মেল যিটো নেচাৰেল ডিফেন্স মেকানিজম সেইটোত অকণমান আপুনি ইণ্টাৰফেয়াৰ কৰিব পাৰে নাম্বাৰ 1 নাম্বাৰ 2 ল' গ্ৰেড ফিভাৰ যদি শিশুটি যদি ধুনীয়াকৈ আছে একো যদি ডিছকমফৰ্ট ফিল কৰা নাই ইউ নিড টু ৱাৰি ফৰ ডেট ইউ মনিটৰ টেম্পাৰেচাৰ চেক দ্য হাইড্ৰেশ্যন এণ্ড হোৱাট এভাৰ পচিবল থিংছ এণ্ড দেন ন' নিড টু গিভ পেৰাচিটামল ইভেন চ' 100 আমি কেতিয়াবা কিছুমান পেৰেণ্টছ বেছি অৰিয়লে 100ৰ ওপৰত দিওঁ একচুৱেলি 101 ক্ৰছ কৰিলেহে শিশুটি অকণমান ডিছকমফৰ্ট হোৱা দেখা যায় ইৰিটেবল হোৱা দেখা যায় আৰু কেতিয়াবা যেনেকুৱা কনভালশ্যন হোৱাৰ নিচিনা এনেকুৱা এপিছ'ড কিছুমান দেখা যায় তো সেই ক্ষেত্ৰতে আপুনি পেৰাচিটামলটো 4 to 6 আৱাৰলি দিয়াটো আৱশ্যক ল' গ্ৰেড ফিভাৰ আনটিল এণ্ড আনলেছ চাইল্ড ইজ কমফৰ্টেবল ন' নিড টু গিভ এনি মেডিচিনছ
All right, thank you so much for calling at this point in time, viewer. All right, doctor, we have also seen a lot of discomfort in children when they are ill, when they have a viral fever or when they have fever. And the dietary part also gets very lessened, which is also a great concern for the parents that point in time. So if the diet comes down, one has to take care of the hydration part, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. Because what happens in viral fever, if when body temperature rises, there will be loss of good number, maximum fluid will be lost from the body. So that fluid has to be replaced. If you don't replace that much amount of fluid, then what will happen is that the fever will not come down. Fever will go high and high.
Okay.
So hydration part is very important. Anything. We used to recommend plain water, coconut water, nimu pani, lassi pani, fruit juice, or simple ORS or homemade ORS. Those are sufficient. So this part is very important along with the balanced diet.
All right.
But thing is that so during the fever episode, child used to take less solid food. They used to take maximum liquid food only. So whatever liquid nutrient available that need to be given in an adequate amount.
All right. Now, doctor, is there any kind of fruit that has to be exempted at this point in time? Like people talk about banana if a child is suffering from cold and cough. So a banana can't be taken. So is it something related to that?
It's not like that, but cold things because cold aggravates the replication of the viruses.
Absolutely.
So that is the things of cold water or ice cold things or ice cream. Those things usually aggravates the viral replication. So those things need to be avoided in things which is in normal temperature, a normal amount, they can take no problem.
All right. Now, doctor, at this juncture, like if anybody is being infected by fever or viral fever, there is a notion in the mind that one person or that children has to go for test or what, because what are the scenario is being going on. So do doctors recommend them to go for COVID test? What do you have to say on this?
Yes, few days ago we were very much apprehensive of the third wave, but right now we are seeing that this is third wave like us for treating physicians, because we are thinking that third wave might come, but it might come also, but definitely viral fever this another wave is coming of viral fever. So thing is that initially we did test of most of the children, but all of them came out to be negative. Immediately we might not go for testing, but thing is that during it's a pandemic still now going on, the second wave is still continuing, so better if possible this test can be done, and so that everybody is in safe in a normal safe manner, so that this can be children can be tested if possible. But doing tests in all children having some minor illness is very difficult also. In first or second day they can omit that test, but if the fever persists for more than 3 or 4 days, definitely they can go for testing.
All right. Now, doctor, now this virus
to differentiate between this
yeah, please continue.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it is very much difficult to differentiate from COVID infection and normal viral infection also, because COVID is having some lots of symptomatology and lots of
Right.
there is some yes this there. That's why you better, if possible, if fever persists for longer than 2 to 3 days, then better to go for testing.
All right, so it's not that mandatory, but if it is possible that one can go for test and get things clear and get all confusions clear. Now, doctor, if we talk about this viral fever or the seasonal fever, is there a possibility that if we are missing a new COVID variant, is that possible? What is the study saying? Of course, you might be having those studies going on at this point now.
Yes. Yeah, few experts, they are commenting that is it the possibility of another variant? But thing is that from my point of view, it's unlikely, because it's a seasonal and post monsoon, whatever previously also we used to face similar situations. This time also we are facing the similar situation, so it's unlikely that it's maybe a different variants of this COVID, because in testing it should have been detected. So it's unlikely that is different COVID variant, likely to be mainly influenza and para-influenza virus related illness going on during this time.
All right. Now, doctor, talking about the routine vaccines which is being recommended to children, and if they are infected with viral fever and the date nears up for the routine vaccine, so do doctors recommend them to take their vaccines on time, or is there a delay process for them if they are infected with viral fever?
Yeah, what we advise during the fever period or during post fever, at least 1 or 2 weeks, we don't give vaccination, routine vaccination to the children. And when the vaccination should be given when the child is absolutely healthy. So in that period only we used to advise vaccination. During the time of illness, we don't prefer. And secondly, nowadays in post-COVID, most of the experts also recommending that this influenza vaccination is very important. Although influenza, after vaccination, influenza might happen, but the severity might be less. So better to give vaccination of influenza to all children less than 5 years of age group.
All right. Now, there might be a rush, like if there are a lot of viral fever infections being like infected and you are getting reports of that. So do you also recommend those parents to, when they come and visit you, so what is the recommendation being given by you not to come, like if they have a mild fever, take a call or consult over phone? So that is being recommended by you?
Yes, what we used to recommend is that any fever, first 2 days, if the child is absolutely fine, only fever, and in between fever period, if the child is absolutely doing well, don't panic and you no need to go to the doctor. But if the fever persists for more than 2 or 3 days, if the child is not, the child is not looking good, and in that situation, you can definitely go consult your doctor, or you can come to your clinic like that. And during initial phase of the fever, 1 or 2 days, definitely you can wait and watch at home. In any sort of fever, you can definitely wait.
All right, doctor. Now, what suggestions you would like to give to those parents who are watching our show at this point in time? They must be worried because this viral infection is increasing day by day, and it is being seen in every household, or we can see that every 2 in a household. So what are the recommendations, what are the suggestions you would like to give them, and how to keep their child healthy?
Yeah, two, three things I used to recommend. Number one is, these are seasonal influenza or para-influenza like illness. It will happen in each and every season. Don't get panic with this one, because previously also used to see, but this time you are getting panic because of this COVID situation. But it's unlikely it is COVID, so that's why don't get panic. So you can always keep calm for at least minimum 2 days, and after that you can consult your doctor. Secondly, nutrition is very important. Whatever good nutritious food, try to give to the child. Third is hydration is very important. Whenever fever is there, if fever is more, you can give paracetamol, but along with the medications, you need to give the adequate amount of fluid to the child so that the fever doesn't go up and up. And fourth most important thing is that don't give antibiotics to the children, to any children with this viral fever, because till now whatever we are seeing, most of the fever get subsided by 5 days. So always have patience, keep patience, and try to reduce the symptoms, but you cannot cure the disease. It will subside by automatically. So There is no role of antibiotics in viral fever. It's a clear and clear-cut message from here. Don't give antibiotics by bringing from the nearest chemist. Don't give antibiotics. Only paracetamol, hydration, and this much nutrition is sufficient for your child.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Nayanmoni Deka, for joining us at this point in time on Good Life, the Health Show, and giving those suggestions to our viewers who are watching our show. Thank you so much for joining today. And with this, we have come to the end of the show, viewers, and we hope that we were able to answer all your queries in the best possible way. And in our next episode, we will be discussing on some other important health issues. So if you have any queries, do join us next Saturday at 3:30 p.m. live. Till then, stay healthy, stay fit, and keep watching Northeast Live. Goodbye.